And here we are live for another fun and exciting speaker interview. I am Tawdra Candle. I'm the Assistant Conference Director for the 37th Annual Novelists, Inc. Conference, which will take place in St. Pete Beach, Florida this September, the 23rd through the 26th, 2026. And joining me today is my lovely co-host, Heather Picker. Heather, would you wave so that people know who you are?
Hello.
Every year, several hundred NINC members and industry professionals attend our conference for top tier educational and workshops and high level networking opportunities in a very relaxed beach atmosphere. We like to say we are the beach conference with an education problem. It's not a problem. It's really fun. We would love to have you join us. If you would like to find out more about the organization, about our conference, please go to ninc.com. That is NINC.com for more information. Without further ado, today we are interviewing the lovely Heather Hildenbrand. See, I know I was gonna tongue twist that. Who will be leading a workshop this year titled "Level Up Your Business with Mindset." Heather, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thanks for having me. I'm
I'm
excited.
so glad you're here. We've been trying to get you to NINC for a little while, so we're like,
I know. I'm so glad it's working out.
no, me too, me too. It's worked out perfectly. The timing was perfect. It's what
Yeah.
was meant to be. So tell us a little bit about your workshop and what inspired you to teach this topic, which really is more than just a topic. It's a business and
It really is. I'm going to teach you my whole personality. No. It's working for me so far, so I'm passing it on.
okay.
Actually, I love that that's the way you framed the question, is what made me want to teach it and talk about it and do this, because it really, what made me do it is sort of like just desperation. I was an author. I've been published full-time since 2011. And I have made full-time income. Thankfully, I'm so grateful that whole time. But for years, my goal was 6 figures a year. It just felt like, I don't know, maybe the industry gave me that number. Maybe all my friends had that number, but somewhere along the way, I was like, that's when I'll know I've made it, right? That's that. I guess looking back, it was like a glass ceiling I gave myself. And so that was my goal. And even though I was making good money, I was paying my bills with my income, like I said, but I couldn't hit that number for 10 years. I couldn't hit, I would come so close. In fact, there were years that I made the exact same amount. Like when you put how much you make on your tax return, it was the exact same amount, like 2 years in a row. And I was like, okay, the universe is really messing with me now, because that's not possible. We don't even make the same amount 2 months in a row, 2 days in a row. That's silly. So I was like, what is going on? And I really felt like I took all of this standard advice of just write faster, write more, rapid release, here, do this strategy, do that strategy. And I did all of that, and it just wasn't happening. And it finally I feel like it came to the point where it was like, well, I've tried everything else. Maybe I should look at me and the way I think and who I am and all of that. And so that's really what led me down the rabbit hole of mindset. And it turns out it was me. And so the good news, bad news, right? It's like, the good news, this is what you can control. This, in an industry like where we can't control anything, right? And we want to sacrifice goats to like the KDP dashboard and make it look better or whatever. This is the thing you can control, which is this. But this is the thing the world tells you is least important. And so instead we rapid release, we throw spaghetti at the wall, we concentrate on building our newsletter list. And like all of that is important, but the result I get from doing those same things in the same way that I did them for a decade, I get such a bigger result now for having worked on my mindset. And so I was like, this is the thing we need to be talking about. So here we are talking about it.
There we are. Yeah.
Fabulous. Well, given that, I'm curious if you can share one little practical tip or insight that the attendees will be able to walk away with after you speak about this. So many. Yeah, I mean, so in a nutshell, essentially what it focuses on is what do you expect? Deep down, what do you expect? Not what do you want to happen, but not what do you wish or hope happens, right? And daydream about and all of that, because you can do all of that. And deep down, you still have this belief of like, what do you really expect? And it shows up in things like when people say stuff like, well, it happens in threes. what else is going to happen, right? Or waiting for the other shoe to drop or whatever. And so we sometimes, often, all of us often, every time, have a deep-seated expectation that it's not really going to go that way for us, right? Or there's just some obstacle in the way in terms of like an expectation, a belief, right? Those are the same things. And the way it works, and we can go woo-woo or we can go science because they're saying the exact same thing, is that you get what you expect. And so the practical tip is to like peel up those layers of what you want and what is on your goal poster. I mean, I do all of that too, but deep down below that, what do you think you're capable of, really? And if you work on that, if you improve that, if you change that, your whole life will change. Every time, even when I don't think that that's going to work this time, it still does. So every time it works.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. And it is so true. And I'm feeling very convicted. And I know this stuff, and I've heard you speak, and I have, I lived it, but it's something we need to, even if we're deep in the mindset journey, I still think we need to do these talks. We need to hear it again and again and again. So,
well, and that's good news, bad news too, is that I share that like at every new level that I've hit of success or income or whatever, I have to do it again. So it's like, well, at least I know what the work is now, but here we are again. It's I've hit a ceiling of what I think I'm capable of and what I think is really possible for me. And if I want to go further, I have to redo that to a new level again. And it's just that over and over.
Yes, over and over.
Yeah.
Well, we mentioned that we've been trying to get you to NINC for a long time, and this will be your first NINC conference. This is your first NINC conference as an attendee too, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, exciting.
So what are you most looking forward to about with us at the beach?
I know. Well, that I'm looking forward to the environment, the climate, the weather, the beach. But as far as the conference itself, it's the magic has always been in like the networking and like the who am I going to meet and what little magical moment is going to happen that I actually can't predict and is not on the schedule. And for any conference ever that I've been to, it's always that. But NINC especially, because I mean, out of every event I've been to, NINC probably has the most raving fans and people telling me like, oh, it's amazing, you have to go, more than anywhere else I've been. So it's like it's hyped up even more.
So, we don't have this on I'm going to butt into Heather Pickard for a minute, but we don't have this on our list. But I would ask you, when you go to a new event or something, a new conference, is there anything you try to do ahead of time mindset wise in order to maximize your experience? Like,
I actually try not to think too much about it because for me personally, I get awkward if I overthink it. So it used to be, and it was like a running joke with like, if you were like a close friend, you knew this is what happens to me. I would overthink it and I would go to an event and I would be like, okay, I know this person's going to be there and I really want to meet them. This actually happened to me with Dan Wood with Draft to Digital. It's like one of the most funny stories actually, where I was like so in my head ahead of time, like I really want to meet him and in person, because we've talked online and stuff like that. And I overthought it so much. I got so awkward and we were sitting at, I don't even remember the event now. Actually, I do. I think it was IBF.
Was it It probably was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Florida. Yeah. Okay. So we're sitting, there's like a dinner the first night and it's right. So it's self-serve and you go find a table and I just sat wherever. And something came up of like, who's coming, who's here, who's running late or something. And I just go, and it was a table full of people I didn't know. And I was just like, oh, I'm so excited to meet Dan Wood and like blah, 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 all this stuff. And then the guy across the table like raises his hand awkwardly. He's like, I'm Dan.
He is so understated. He is like that is such a typical thing.
We laughed about it even in the moment, but like, the whole conference, we like got to know each other and it was fine. But so, and this goes back to my talk. It's like partly this is how mindset works and partly learn how you work, right? And make those things make sense together. Don't try to force yourself into doing things the way someone else does it. And so for me, it's like, because I know me and I know my brain I know now to actually not think too hard ahead of time about it, because I'll create moments like that. And even though they're funny, it's like, I could just avoid it by not overthinking. So
Heather,
that's
I
me.
can so relate to that. And when I also go into experiences like this, I always kind of just go in with that, like, trying to have no expectations and just being like,
Yes.
whatever will happen will be amazing somehow. And it doesn't have to be amazing in the
Totally.
way that I might like script it to be amazing.
And then it's usually better because it's like
Right.
I'm still open. I'm
Right.
so open to whatever's going to happen, and I'm not locked into something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This or something better.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Wow, I love this. I feel like we just got a little taste of
Right.
your talk and of the energy and the transmission that will be there.
Yay.
So that's amazing. In the meantime, before that talk happens, where can people follow you and find you and learn more about you and nerd out in ways that will maybe make awkward, funny stories like that when they meet
Yeah,
you?
honestly, I'm going to talk about mindset and how awkward I am. So please, my newsletter is where I get the most sort of personal, like you'll hear more stuff like that there. And so you can find all the places at manifestyourhea.com, happily ever after. And so go there. You can join my newsletter. You can find the Facebook group wherever you like to hang. I'm on Instagram. You can find me there too. But newsletter is great because it's once a week, and I am sharing stuff like this. I'm sharing like practical little bite size, here's how you work this into your everyday life, or yeah, here's how you feel convicted, like Tandra said. So whatever your jam is, it'll be in that newsletter.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, if you are out there listening and you're an author, or you are thinking about being an author, even if you're interested in joining us and attending Heather's session, if you are a NINC member or want to be a NINC member at the 37th annual NINC conference, please go to ninc.com, NINC.com, for more information and to purchase your ticket. Just a reminder that this year we do have, I mentioned that you could, even if you're just thinking about writing, we are doing a masterclass day, and that is open to everybody. That's not just NINC members. But so that Thursday, the first full day of the conference, is our masterclass, and everybody is welcome. You just need to buy a ticket, and that will be at ninc.com. So thanks again, Heather, for being with us, and we will see you at the beach in September.
Thank you.